young boy that has just made 1 million not to follow this guy is balling 8 million one night to guy, see this 1 million, keep him. It go turn 20. I don't know if you understand. Like there's this trend. The pressure is there for the young people. Hello guys. I'm sure you have missed me. Welcome to another episode on TUT. Here we say it the way it is. Certainly, the Ugly Truth Podcast. Today, I'm here with a friend of mine to discuss something very pressing. But before that, let him introduce himself. You all know me. I am Tope Henry Abolaji. With me on the studio today is
Ayasodo Tricks. That's my name.
Nice to have you. Thank you for honoring us.
You're welcome.
Bros, should young people invest?
Hell yeah.
Why?
It's the future. It's your retirement package. It's your retirement plan. What do you fall back to when you don't have strength to, hustle like you can hustle now that you're youth? It's the things you've built up today that you get to use, when that time comes. So investment is not for now. Investment is for later.
So we were discussing behind the camera, and you said life is in phases. So don't you think this phase, now that I'm young, I should just ball and focus on my trust fund?
So it depends on what your priorities are. Okay. If your priorities are balling, it's fine.
So is it necessity?
It's for me.
Yeah.
For me and the priorities I've set for myself, it's a necessity that I invest. Your priorities and mine are different. You might probably have a government job that you're being paid well, that you feel will take you to retirement. It's cool. But I do not. Okay. I've got to strive for what I have. So I know investing would, make me feel relaxed when I get older and then,
So what if I have a trust fund? Do I still need to invest? I can just fall back to my dad's wealth when I'm 36, 37.
Well, that's there, but there's nothing as sweet as making money for yourself.
That's true.
There's nothing as sweet as being the boss of your own self. You doing your thing. Dad or no dad wealth. Look at Davido, for example. He would have decided not to do anything for the rest of his life and he would be perfectly okay. Yeah. Just eating his dad's money. But he has carved a niche for himself, and then he's doing okay. He doesn't need his father's money right now, as far as I'm concerned, because he has something substantial for himself. All right, so that's like a perfect example.
Considering the fact that it is tagged young people, there's a notion that the younger you are, the less experience you have. Considering the fact that I'm young and I might be naive, but yeah, I have this money, or talking about investments is more like I get 1 million and I want to make sure it's 30 million before I'm 30 years.
Okay.
Don't you think the fact that because I am young, I might lose my 1 million?
Now, there is nothing you do in this life that doesn't involve risk.
Okay.
Now, but the advantage of investing as a young person is that you get to correct your mistakes before you get old.
I have time to recover.
Do you understand? So that's the advantage. I cannot, if I start investing at 50 and I fail one or twice, probably I do an investment of 5 years, I do a treasure bond or something.
Yeah.
And then it gets to 5 years and then it fails and I do another one. I'm already at my retirement age. But if I start investing at 25, 30, I would have made my mistakes and be able to, gain my ground. Do you understand? So that's the advantage of actually investing while you're young.
So it's 30 young?
Who defines old age? 30 is... You're still
no, I'm asking, is 30 young?
Yeah, 30 is young, man.
It's young.
Okay.
So do you guys think we should invest while we are young? Or we should wait till we are 30 or 35 or 40 to invest? Because personally, I believe we should invest while we're young, but I'm more scared of losing money. How many rich people do we have out there now that will tell you they actually started while they were young, considering the country we are in?
But there was consistency.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you hear their stories, they were doing something. They were not idle. They started doing something that was leading to the future.
And my point is, most of them will tell you, I started selling pap, but eventually ended up selling cement now.
Okay.
I don't even understand.
I get you.
So I'm saying, why don't I just wait till I am 35 and they just sell my cement.
You need to build experience. All those things, the pap you sold, you gather the experience. The man waka you did, you gather the experience. Everything you're doing is experience building, and they are all shaping you. All right, so it's like you're empowering yourself. It's not more about the investment. You are investing in yourself already, gaining this knowledge. All right, this knowledge that you're gaining is for yourself. So with time, that's how I think about it. That's how I look at it. With time, whatever it is. I didn't start as a salesperson. I was a banker for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then I found out I love sales. I love to convince people to buy, do this thing. And I went into it. It didn't happen. It took about 11 years. And look at me now. I am somewhere. I'm not there yet, but I'm somewhere. All right. So it's just that. It's consistent. You have to live a chill. You have to start something. You don't just sit down and wait. Okay, let me wait till I'm 30. When you get to 30, you will still make mistakes because you need to gather experience.
Wow, that's true. So how do I invest?
Well, there are different platforms to invest. Fixed deposit is a form of investment. You put your money in the bank and then you get returns, probably monthly or probably yearly.
I'm talking about aside the monetary part of the investment. If I, as a young person, want to invest, do you think reading books right now?
Yes, gaining knowledge. Reading books is gaining knowledge, and gaining knowledge is investing in yourself. So that's investment on its own. You do not know where you're going to be in the next 10 years. You might have a roadmap, but you do not know exactly where you're going to be. You understand? So those knowledges you gain, those things you studied, you do not know when you need them. I do not feel any knowledge is a waste. All right. I did banking. I've not used that knowledge in a very long time. I do not know when I'm going to need it again. All right. So all those things are building yourselves, getting knowledge for your own self. It's an advantage to yourself, not any other person. So when the time comes when you need those things, you find out that, wow, I actually did these things then.
So, okay, my problem right now is here, or the main reason why I insisted on we have this conversation is considering the trends right now, like we have a lot of young people making quick money.
Quick money. Okay.
I don't want to say...
No, because now...
In term, the tech guys.
Okay.
When I say tech, I don't know if you understand
what
I
mean. Get you.
So how do you convince a young boy that has just made 1 million not to follow this guy is balling 8 million one night to guy, see this 1 million, keep him. It go turn 20. I don't know if you understand. Like there's this trend. The pressure is there for the young people.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand.
I get you.
Because let me just give you an example. I went somewhere one day. I went for I can't remember. I think that was 2 weeks ago. I went for a party. Not really a party. Okay, a party.
Okay.
It was boring, so we switched to the club.
Okay.
When we were seated, we don't spend like 1 million, 8 of us. Like it would be 8 or not really. They feel like ballers. And these 2 young guys just came in. Those boys too old. They're over 22, 24. They spent 8 million. I don't know if you understand.
I get you.
Now we don't hold small. We just relax. Say, oh, wow. I don't know if you understand.
I get your point. Yeah, that feeling of being intimidated by those boys. Now, do you also know that there are guys that legitimately make those kind of money?
Yeah.
Now, the system has designed it in such a way that we feel that you cannot legitimately spend those kind of money or make those kind of money. Yes, because I have my cousin. I have a cousin now. My cousin is in Nigeria. He's a tech guy, like a real tech guy. He's a computer, blah, blah, blah.
The real tech.
Yes. He works for 2 companies, one in Germany, one in Poland. My cousin is 25. He owns a C300 AMG. My cousin earns 4.5 million every month from the 2 companies. Legitimately, he will show you his statement. Legitimately, I've been with him. Yeah. Not be Yahoo. Do you understand? There are people now. Affiliate marketing is up. People are making serious. In short, Nigerians are earning in dollars. Like a friend of mine we had this discussion some time ago, and when I went through a couple of things, I saw people making $5,000 in a month.
Every month.
Legitimately. So it depends on what you want to do. There's pressure, yes, but how do you want to handle it? I've also had peer pressure. I would, if I wanted to go by the peer pressure, I would be somewhere else. Probably get more money, but probably I will not.
Short time.
Thank you. But I know that that's not what I want. And I also know that the way the world is evolving, more guys are making serious money online. Influencers are collecting 2 million, 1 million. Do you understand? Per advert or per whatever. Do you understand?
See Shaggy now.
Do you get? So, it's, look at Shaggy. Shaggy is worth over 200-300 million.
I saw it online. Yeah.
And he's not
doing what he loves.
Having fun. So, those things are propellants for me, for people like me. I see them as things that you can make legitimate money and have your peace. Come on and sleep with your 2 eyes. Why can't I do it? I'm into real estate fully. And I know how much it is. I get a contract.
How much you're making?
I get a contract.
With the rich guy
And
people.
don't mind me, bro. I get a contract and I know how much those contracts are worth.
And
When I execute, sometimes it takes 1 week. And sometimes you see 1 million, you see 2 million, you see 500,000. You get? I'm not a salary. Yes, I'm not a salary earner. I have a company that I run, an upcoming company, and it's working for me. It's taking time. You have to be patient, but it's working.
No, you see, you've built your mind to a point where you see this pressure as propellant.
Yeah.
And the good thing about TUT is we say it the way it is.
Very sure.
So that people out there can actually listen to us and have a change of mind. Yeah. Now, let's put this discussion out of view. Okay. How do you advise these young folks out there to invest? Because I have even come to a point where the country is so bad. I have come to accept that certain people must do fraud. For me, I'm just saying.
Because of the system we have.
Yeah, because of the system we have.
Okay.
But my problem is that they waste this money, that they ball them.
Because in the future, they see I'm always.
And it is easy to get. I don't know if you understand. Money, you will go work for 30 days, they pay you 500K, carry 200K,
It's not easy to, even that their money, it is easy, not easy like that.
I'm not saying it's easy, but you will go work for 30 days.
Yes.
They pay you 500K. You carry 200K, go buy a drink.
Normally.
But them, now, if you follow one client up for like 6 weeks, client pay you 6 million, they will easily lavish 1 million. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
So how do we make these people invest?
Now, even within that circle of the ones with the tech guys, they are still. I've met a couple of them. In short, I know a couple of them. Let me say I know a couple of them. We talk, we sit down, we drink, and I would say I think it's preference because I know a couple of them that invest, that have
real investment,
like real estate investment, and real estate. Yes, 25, 27, 28, 24. At least the lowest is 24. This is 24.
What's young?
You understand? Real estate investment, like. Some are actually buying houses in Lifecam. They are paying instrumentally, as a matter of fact. Do you understand? Yeah. I'm telling you of houses of 60 million that probably Urban Shelter will give you for like a year or 2 years to pay. They are doing those things. I know some of them that are doing it. I want to live, that tech life and get something tangible. So I feel I think it's personal. Bottom line for me, I think it's your person. You have to make the decision yourself. You have to talk to yourself. Nobody did it. You have to. If you see it as something you need to do, if you see it as a retirement package, you don't want to wait for your kids to send you money when you're 70. I want to be able to go to the Caribbean with my wife when I'm 70, with my own money and born. Do you understand? I don't want to wait for my kids to tell me, Daddy, I sent you. No. Do you understand? So that is what I envision, and that's what I want. Another person sees a different thing. He wants to depend on the kids to say. It works for him.
Yeah. That's people of God, I also want to go to the Caribbean with my wife. Investment is a must.
Investment is a must. Yeah,
investment is a must. You just have to invest. You must not have the money to invest right now. Pick up books, read, go online. Everybody is making money from affiliate marketing. This guy is a zillionaire from real estate, and he's very, very young. So investment is a must. What do you have to tell my people before?
Okay, so just set your priorities straight. Talk to yourself. What do you want the most? What is very important to you? If you can set those priorities straight, I think you could actually go somewhere. Consistency is key. You start a business today, and because it doesn't work, you leave it and start another one. If for someone like me that have been doing something for about 11 years consistently, I'm just seeing results.
For 11 years.
Do you understand? So it's consistency that gives you. Even the tech guys, so-called tech guys, didn't just start. Do you understand? It's consistency that made them start getting what they get. So consistency is key.
Make that money while you're young. Invest it. I don't hear everything my zillionaire friend talk. You guys must invest. It is a necessity. Tomorrow no certain. Nobody knows tomorrow. Today now you know. Even the next minute you don't know. Yeah, we talk the way he did. This is the Ugly Truth Podcast. They talk and the way you did, not the way you want to hear it. Subscribe, like, don't view, watch. Thank you very much for coming. It's an honor. I appreciate it. See you on the next episode. Like, subscribe, watch.